It's fair to say that the super sports segment has not had the easiest time over the past 20 years. In fact, since 2000, the segment has actually dropped by 77%. But now Yamaha are looking to do something about it with this, their new R7. Now, before we start, there's going to be loads of comments about the name, and Yamaha are pretty clear that this isn't meant to be some sort of evolution of the R7. This is a standalone bike, and it's not an evolution of the R6 either. This is something new, this is something different. This is a twin sports bike that will set you back £8,200. Now, it's based on the MT-07, but it's not just a naked bike with a set of fairings on it though. Yamaha have absolutely gone to town to make sure it's a completely different bike with a completely different feel. So you've got different front forks that are adjustable, you've got a different rear shock, different linkage. The geometry is completely different, so it sits over the front like a proper sports bike. The riding position's more aggressive and more akin to the R6, and the engine's had some refinement too, so now I've got an assist and slipper clutch, and also it's got a slightly different rear sprocket too, for a bit more top end and a bit less acceleration. So we've been lucky today to ride it in the glorious sunshine here in Almeria. So we've been on the roads this morning and we've been on track this afternoon. And I've got to say, it really has surprised me with how good it is. You can always be a bit wary because it is based on an MT-07, but as soon as you look at it, you can see it's a proper bit of kit. I was in two minds about riding this bike before I jumped on. I wasn't really too sure what to expect, but I have to say, it has been mightily impressive on both road and track. It doesn't feel anything like an MT-07. It literally, you wouldn't even know that they shared some of the same components. The way that Yamaha have messed about with the geometry, messed about with the forks, messed about with the shock, messed about with that frame, it literally makes this thing a proper little super sport weapon. It feels light, it feels nimble, it's really responsive, and it literally just feels like an R6, but you don't have to rev the nuts off of it to go anywhere. That's the beauty of that CP2 motor in there. Sure, it's not probably got as much character as the RS660 twin, but it really does deliver a shed load of torque wherever you are. And to make things easier, the gearbox is just so nice and smooth as well. It really is just a really refined package. It's not a halfway super sport bike, it's not a naked bike with clothes on. This thing is the real deal. And for just a snip over £8,000, I think it's an absolute bargain. It felt nice on the road, it really excelled on the track, and yeah, sure, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, it's not the fastest thing in the world, it hasn't really got the most exciting motor in the world, but it really does tick all the boxes that you want from a super sport bike. Like if you wanted something that's brand new, that's not going to be breaking the bank, that's dare I say, it's going to be an easy track bike, then this is a great thing for you. This is what I'd be looking for. But then again, it's not the comfiest thing in the world. It won't do anything if you want to do pillion riding or anything like that. It's not a shopping trolley. It's not a fake naked. This is the real deal. I was worried when I saw the R7 badge originally. I didn't know what it'd be like, if it would be, well, if it would do the original justice, but this is a whole new thing. This is a whole new bike, and it's absolutely bloody brilliant.